hi viewers. Hope all doing great. And I'm really happy to be a part of this program. And I'm very much glad for this opportunity. And thanks so much for Praveen giving me this platform to share the experiences and about yoga. I'm really happy. Yoga originated long back, 4,000, 5,000 years before it originated, but still it is in the survival. So without some higher essence or high values, it is not at all possible. See, other workouts will give you energy and it will give you the physical fitness. 100% I do agree. But what is the difference? What is the significance of yoga? See, in rest of the workouts, you will have your mind out. You will be listening to songs, you will be chatting, you will be hearing some musics, and we will be doing it. A completely mind will be connected to the external world. But while doing asanas, particularly, you have to breathe in, breathe out, and while you are in posture, you have to be in your normal breath. So all together, you will be moving your body along with your breath. 100% you need to coordinate with your breathe, and you have to work out all the asanas. So all the workouts are really good. It gives and it fine tunes your physical body. But asana is the only workout. It fine tunes your physical body as well as your astral body. We have three bodies: physical body, astral body, magnetic body. Beyond physical body, asana reaches and fine tunes your astral body. So beyond all workouts, still asana is wanted, and it is on demand because it reaches the astral body. So it gives a complete wellness for mind as well as physique. According to me, as a yoga instructor, apart from theories, apart from whatever we have learned in so many courses, apart from that, I get so much of feedback from my participant. I'm a fitness trainer, so I get so much of feedback from my participant. The main feedbacks are the anxiety and the panic, whatever prevails in them gets revealed. They're completely getting out from that. And whatever it is, their back pain or migraine headache, PCOD, and it is effective for weight loss. So many feedbacks I used to get from participants. What all I have learned as a theory, the participants actually recollecting and giving me, they'll be giving the feedbacks. So it is completely a holistic thing, I could say 100%, because I have experienced a lot. Even my participants has experienced a lot and shared regarding that. So that is the reason I could validate and I could confidently say asanas is in a higher value than all other workouts. All other workouts are really good, but asanas are goody. Yoga, in a simple word I can define, it's a harmony between our body and mind and soul, a self and a nature, in between self and a society. So in between these, always a good relationship should prevail. Is it happening so? Not at all. So many conflicts, so many confusion, so many troubles arises due to the contradictory between mind, soul, body, as an individual to the society and nature. So yoga is a beautiful tool, an awesome tool that coordinates mind, body, soul. It gives a good relationship and between nature and the society. As an individual, you can gel completely. So it coordinates everything. So 100% your mind, body, soul will get connected and will get synchronized in yoga. Always one that I could say give assurance yoga, because whenever people go for a workout for asanas, they used to say yoga. Ma'am, do we have yoga class today? Even if I take pranayama, oh, is it not a yoga class? I want to make viewers a clarification. Yogas consist of all these things: asanas, pranayama, meditation, mudras, and how to we live and not to do, do's and don'ts, all combined together is yoga. Not only yoga is asanas, but our mind has stuck into think that asanas are yoga. The rest of the things are some other thing. Not at all. Combination of everything is yoga. So yoga is a completely holistic life. It's a perfect mind body balancing. It gives a complete well balance of emotions. See, people are very emotionally with lot of negative emotions, fear factor, panic, so much of confusion, so much of doubts. So there are so many questions in the people's mind. See, the emotions you can well balance beautifully in two ways. One is pranayama and the other one is meditation. So these two are beautiful techniques. You can well balance your emotions. Usually, let me give you an example. Just check your breath now. Your breath will be very normal. But while you're panic or in some negative emotion, check your breath. It will be completely in a different pattern. So it is very clear. According to your breath, your mood will be according to your breath. So in pranayama, we practice a breathe in, breathe out, a deep, conscious breathe, where according to your breathe, your mood will come and synchronize. When you're completely disturbed, when you're completely in a panic state, just 20 minutes, sit and do pranayama. Get a practitioner's advice, and properly if you do a pranayama according to your breathe in, breathe out, according to your frequency level, naturally your mind will put down your frequency level, and you can gel with your breath, and your frequency level comes down. Whatever negative emotions and state you are in, if you do pranayama properly, naturally it will come down, and you can maintain a peaceful state and calm, cool state. The same way meditation, it brings a frequency level and it helps to maintain the level completely throughout the day itself. So these two things are beautiful and an awesome tool that supports you to will balance your emotion and neutralize your emotions in whatever situation you are. You need an instructor to guide you, because you need to start with a proper beginners has to start with the beginning asanas. Then as days goes, the counting and the asana style will be increased and improvised to special asanas. So even the breathing, people have different problems. They are not with the same problem. So you need different asanas for different issues. So 100% you need to take care of the practitioner's advice in the beginning. And once you are well learned, you can do it by yourself very easily. I'm lucky in my participants because they always follow my instructions. I used to say them, we can learn, just give me 3 to 4 months, I'll make you a complete person. Okay. So whether they are coming for counseling or whatever the fitness, I will just tell them, just stay back with me, travel with me for 4 months at least. I can fine tune your body and mind. But I'm lucky enough to have understanding participants. A few will be very excited to learn Sirasasana, Sarvangasana, Chakrasana. I will tell them that is all will come in the 4th month and 3rd month. So I have a understanding participants, so I find it very easy. Please participants, never try all the special asanas in the 1st month, because your body metabolism has to get adapted first. So step by step increase it, and even people will start without warming up the body. You need to warm up for 10 minutes, then you have to go for asanas, then pranayama, then warming down is very essential. People that too who's coming in young age, they will never show interest in body relaxation savasana. As warm up is important, warming down is also important. So make a complete package of yoga, then you will find the relishness in it. Don't do it partly. Take a proper advice of the practitioner. You make it for 4 months, then you can do it individually. Then you will become aware of what are the do's and don'ts, and then you can beautifully travel your lifelong with your individual instructions. After that, if you log into any YouTube, you'll know how to make it and how to proceed with the asanas and the instructions. The people with lot of confusion whether they can put down, but the rest of the participants, if they need 4 months, the obese people need at least 10 months. Please don't expect instant result and instant remedy in yoga. Yoga slowly fine-tunes your body, gives a perfect wellness goodness for your mind and health. So obese, if they are ready to travel with a proper practitioner for 10 months, 100% they can put down their extra calories and they can be very fit and fine. But they need a duration of 10 months at least. Coming again to flexibility, if people are not flexible 100%, they can try yoga, but some tips I'll be giving regarding it. You can start the asanas in the evening for the beginning. Again I say, it is a perfect and ideal time is morning, but beginners, if you find little rigid in your body, you can start in the evening for 10 to 15 days. Then you can shift your time to morning and you can start practicing. And the other thing, immediately after you're getting up, refreshing and getting into warm up will give you some flexibility. If you take bath, that to head bath, the nerves will be completely relaxed, your muscles and tissues will be relaxed completely, and your body metabolism will be ready to take anything what comes after your bath. So that's why immediately after you getting up, take a bath, that to at head bath, and you start warm up and you do. That will increase your flexibility. Even the food habits, if you're ready to asana, that 1 week you please reduce your salt, your spice and your sour, little, not completely. If you reduce 50%, the food habit also supports your flexibility, your bath and your timing. These 3 things will support your flexibility. Once you got flexibility after 2 months, then you can be back to your normal. So for the beginners, these are the simple steps and tips you can make yourself flexible. But as days goes, you just patiently give your time, just 2 months. After that, you will be complimenting and you will be getting back with the feedback that your body is flexible. Obese, I have given 4-5 obesity persons awesome good result, but the only thing is participant should be consistently, has to be connected with the practitioner for 10 months at least, weekly 4 days. If you make this, you can win the challenge, and even the practitioner will the challenge. Okay. Insomnia, your health completely depends on how good you eat, how good you physically work out, and how good you sleep. It's a triangle process. You need a good sleep. If you don't have a sleep properly, we are welcoming the disease. So asanas and pranayama and meditation supports you to give a soundful, hearty sleep. Because in asanas, generally, if you go to a doctor, you have a complaints of hormonal imbalance. If you do asanas properly for quite some months, the hormonal imbalance will be perfectly all right. If it is perfectly all right and your mind frequency is at a good level, you will have a soundful sleep. So insomnia is other challenging factor after obese. You can easily win over insomnia by practicing yoga, but again, don't expect an instant result. You need to travel along. It has to be a part of your life, like how you're brushing, bathing, eating and working, your commitment. Yoga has to be a part of life. Once it is your part of life, you can completely well balance your emotions, all these obese, insomnia, everything, whatever is a hurdle to you, you can beautifully overcome and lead a soulful and a prosperous life. Yeah, in the name of Dhruva, I'm running. I'm a fitness completely online courses and counseling, and I'm a soft skill trainer too. The smile comes naturally because even I too have so many challenges and so many hurdles. It's all a part and parcel of our life. Because I meditation, pranayama and asanas regularly. So whatever comes in my life, those things give me so much of confidence to overcome. Whatever happens will happen. So according to me, I see my life in a perspective. Whatever comes, I need to overcome. I need to face the challenges. Nature is giving me because I am capable of it. These things I have learned from yoga, asanas and pranayama and meditation has taught so many things to well-balanced life. face anything with a cheerful heart, because nothing is gonna change if you're worried and if you're in a sad mood and if you're dull and if you fight with anything or worries. These things will never put an end to anything. So practice makes a man perfect. I usually say to my participant, nothing can be changed without practice. The three things are very essential in your life to try for a big transformation. That is practice, practice, practice. I said, Dhruva, I need to go a long way. I couldn't say it is a complete success. I am on the way to success. I should mention it. Again, I say my participants are my biggest asset and biggest. They give me energy a lot. They say, "Ma'am, we get so much of energy from you." To say them, actually, it is a win-win situation.
Yes.
I give so much of energy. After a month or couple of months, they will be giving an feedback. What all the issues they have come across: migraine headache, PCOD, particularly weight loss, arthritis, nerve issues. So while I get the feedback, I really cherish, I really feel glad that I'm giving so much of goodness to people. That pushes me to do a lot, and that is my energy completely. So I give energy. To be very frank, I get double the energy from my participant, and thanks for my participant who's trusting me and connecting me through, because so many have doubts in online. Can be, is it possible? My participants broke all the doubts, and they have trusted me, and I have given them a beautiful and a very positive result. So I see Dhruva's it's a budding now. It is growing. It will blossom beautifully with so much of fragrance. Today, I'm so much pleasure to share my experience about my passionate yoga. I'm really glad to be part that too in this day, International Yoga Day. Thank you so much, Praveen, for giving me this great opportunity. And viewers, wishes from Dhruva for a prosperous, healthy and a peaceful life, and for the organizing and host too. Thank you so much. Dhruva BFIT, HRUVA space BEFIT. Dhruva BFIT. I have uploaded all simple asanas with a detailed explanation. Asanas in the sense I'm talking about pranayama. You can watch it, utilize it. Please practice with the family, and you can face this pandemic so confidently with a health and a very strong and a confident mind. Yeah, thank you so much.